Hi, it's Elton for the Mind Body Project. Welcome back. Day number 2 on 10 reasons why NLP New Code is better than therapy. Yeah, I respect all you therapists out there. You do good work. It's not just quite in the realm of what that is. I will explain this later, just in case you're getting angry about it. But so we will go into the next one. Okay, so number 2 is practitioners. So the NLP New Code practitioners use techniques on themselves, so they're congruent. Yeah, they have to be using the techniques on themselves. When I work with a client, I'm in a trance. I go first. If I'm directing a client into a trance or any technique that I use, I'm doing the technique as well in my head. The other thing I do as well is that I will actually learn a person's problem as well, just briefly, so that I can understand it the same way they do in their head, how they are doing it. So that's what I do. I learn their problem first, and then what I do is I fix me, and then I tell the client what I've done. So I'm always using the techniques on myself, and I'm constantly playing around with the techniques. In fact, so much so that people send me techniques to check so I can optimize them. So I've actually created about 4, 5, 6 techniques that work very well, because I know now how to create them, because I know what I need to do in terms of NLP New Code games. So I can create them pretty quickly, actually. So that is because I play around with this stuff constantly. I practice how to get into different states of consciousness. I practice how to solve problems unconsciously by doing techniques. So you practice and practice and practice and practice until, if you see me on some videos working with clients, I can actually make techniques on the spot, because it just, all I need to do is work out where I need to get to, what's the end, and what's the structure, which I have. And then I can, if I need to get someone to somewhere and a technique doesn't work, I can make up another one. So I can quite easily do that to get them move them up the steps where I need to get them to. And that's because I use the techniques on yourself. You have to do that in any NLP. You can't just be like in therapy. What you would do is you get stuff done to you from other people called supervisions. You'll get that, but you don't really you won't know how to solve a problem like that on your own. So for example, there's lots of therapists going around helping people with anxiety who have anxiety themselves. There's loads of people, practitioners, therapists, going around helping people with stress who have stress themselves. And that's the thing. If you're doing that, then you can't, how can you help somebody else get to an end result? I just don't know how that would happen. So you need to be congruent, and in NLP New Code, you have to be congruent for you to be able to use the techniques. I have to, there's one game I've created called Gem Ball, where I'm playing the game with the client, and at the same time I feel the exact state shift as they feel. Yeah, it's called Gem Ball. So that's the game I created. So I will feel what they are feeling. So I will know when it's time to move them off to actually collapse the anchor. So congruency of doing the techniques. I have to do the techniques on myself to actually help the client. So I have to be congruent. I have to be in a very good state. I have to know how to get in a very good state in order to help the client get into the state as well. So that is another thing, a big thing, why NLP New Code is better than therapy.